writer Geoffrey Chaucer, born 1343-1400, son of John Chaucer and Agnes Chaucer. Remember this name, most of the books they claim that Chaucer was born in 1340. If they ask you a question in an exam and suppose you don't have any exclusive answer like 1343 is not mentioned, then go for 1340. Otherwise it is 1343. And now he is a famous writer, so we need to know the name of father and mother also. John Chaucer, Agnes Chaucer. He was taken in the command of the Duke at the age of 16 and he participated in 100 Years' War. In 100 Years' War में लड़ने गया था and he was abducted there. Kidnapping only this. He was ransomed for 16 pounds. So ransom दे करके छुड़ाना पड़ा था 16 pounds. So remember the greatest writer was ransomed for 16 pounds. Now the role of Chaucer in English literature. Most of the people they call him the father of English literature. That will be a bad thing because father of English literature नहीं बोल सकते. But yes, he is first in certain things. First storyteller, first person to deal with art of characterization, first person to write a travelogue, a comparative travelogue, first person to deal with religious issues and especially criticizing them in a modern way, first person of versification, first person of rhyming in English. तो बहुत सारी चीजें first है, ठीक है? So there are certain quotations. He has been called father of English poetry. ये याद रखना. Who called him father of English poetry? John Dryden. John Dryden. Chaucer is the father of English poetry, English versification. John Dryden. We have another quotation by Matthew Arnold. He lacks high seriousness. Matthew Arnold, very good. He lacks high seriousness. First question, exactly the first question. So it was not a direct question like this that who has said this. It was a question who criticized Chaucer for not having seriousness. Matthew Arnold is a poet in the classical tradition. The classical writers, they are simply concerned with the elegance in writing. And Arnold found that though Chaucer is pointing out the demerits of society, but Chaucer is not serious in his tone. Classical writings का message होता था that you should write to reform the society. And when you are dealing with a serious matter, your tone, your handling of the content should be very serious. Chaucer is pointing out the vices of society, but he's not serious. He's making fun of their habits, their appearances. किसी को बोल रहा है he loved garlic in special, किसी को बोला उसका face charming जैसा था, किसी के लिए कुछ बोल रहा है, किसी को कुछ. So he's not serious at all. So he's doing the same thing. He's targeting the voices, but not serious. That is the reason. He simply says Arnold says he lacks high seriousness. But Arnold also believes that he is the first poet. Another quotation by Arnold. It is with him our real poetry is born. For Chaucer, another quotation by Arnold. It is with him our real poetry is born. It is by A.C. Bard. A.C. Bard, the modern writer. He said Chaucer's characters are individual as well as represent their types. As well as they represent their types. As well as they represent taking money. He points out one doctor. And he says, as gold is cordial in physics, he loved gold in fashion. So whenever he is pointing out someone, he is talking in a general way. He is criticizing everyone. And after taking him in a general way as a representative of the particular class, he points out certain peculiar quality which represents that there is some individual. Okay? So in short, वो ऐसा प्रेजेंट करता है कि मैं किसी इंडिविजुअल की बात कर रहा हूँ, talking about some individual, but उसकी कुछ क्वालिटी ऐसी होती है जो whole generation, whole class को represent करती है. So if you say there was a monk and he loved hunting in special, he uses the word in special. It means he's talking about a particular monk. तो सारे monks को target कर रहा है, monks in religious class, but whenever he uses the word in special, that means he's talking about someone, an individual, right? Now Chaucer lived in the years of three kings, Edward III, Richard II and Henry IV. Write the timings. We need to know the timings of the king because most of the books have been dedicated to them. Edward III, 1327 to 77, for 50 years, he is the man of this battle. Proceed. Then 1377 to 1399, Richard II, Chaucer has written a work for him. His marriage को लिखा था, Pardon of the Fowls. And then this one, 1399 to 1413. He's the one Chaucer addressed his last work, Complaint of the Empty Purse. When his royal pension was declined by the new court form, requested the king to continue his pension again. It was a complaint of the empty purse. So this was addressed to this man. We have three kings. Now, to talk about Chaucer's career in three, how Chaucer became the national poet, what are the reasons behind this? Chaucer was married to Philippa Royt. Write the name. Philippa Royt. R-O-E-T or tennis. Philippa Royt, she had royal connections. She was the sister of the third wife of John of Gaunt. Chaucer's wife was the sister of the third wife of John of Gaunt. G-A-U-N-T. John of Gaunt is the king. And we have three different phases. As they were heavily influenced by the French writings, Chaucer's first works are in French. And remember this thing, we don't have authentication of the dates. So in case you miss the dates, remember this thing, that before 1372, everything is written in French. Due to the timing. आपको एक for example उन्होंने दिया Book of the Duchess दिया, ठीक है? And suppose you don't know the timing, so they'll ask you कि ये Book of the Duchess है, so which language is used here? So simply remember it is before 1372, it is in French. Everything published before 1372, 1372 to 1388. Italian. After 1388, English. This is how you can differentiate. Before 1372, everything is in French. Then the time duration between 1372 to 1388, in between, Italian. Okay. We talk about Chaucer first. Chaucer. वैसे वो same timing, same genre, same ही है. But ये Chaucer is more important. उसके बाद